Hello, Julie Lewin here. It's reading time. Okay, so getting everything ready here. Whoops. Oh, this card just fell out. Hey, Kelly. Vivacious. A jewel sparkles in the ocean of ordinariness. And I sent an email out last night and I spoke about being ordinary. So that looks like, hey Jules, we are going to be focusing on that. So that will be our number one card. Hey Zoe. And everyone who is on the call, I'm just going to do a group reading, but anyone who's on the call, hey Terry, I will do a one card reading for you as well. So I just want to do this full card spread, which is the 7 cards. And I'm waiting for my little zhuzh that goes through my body. And here we go. One more, I think. Okay. So our first card is Vivacious. So let's see what else we get. Okay. Wow. Okay. This is really interesting. I'll share with you what we've got. Vivacious. Hi, Maddie. I must have been getting ready for the call. So we have Vivacious. A jewel sparkles in the ocean of ordinariness. So then we have Vital. It is vital you protect your energy. So that's really, so it looks like protection is going to be a big one for this week. Bodily. Be conscious as the body. Thanks, Kelly, for sharing, love. And then in the auric body, we have material. All that is solid, visible and touchable equals material world. So that's about integrating. Okay, for the energy body, we have senses. Heighten your senses to be one with all that is. Hey, Tish. And the spiritual, it says deeply emotionally affected by your situation. So there's a bit of emotion going around on this side here. And then the last one, sacred. A sacred space is one set apart from daily life. So let's have a look at all of that as our reading for the week. So I want to explain a bit more about this, the ocean of ordinariness. When I went to America in 2001, I thought I wanted to be a renunciate. I wanted to leave the world. I wanted to just be like a monk in a cave and, you know, step away from the world. And when I came back from that retreat, I realized I actually needed to be able to find that connection with Source in my ordinary life. So it's really interesting that I'm being called to be, you know, finding the joy and the happiness and the love in the ocean of being ordinary. So just in my everyday life. And I think that that's what it's been. If this video resonates with you, you're being asked to find that jewel in your daily life. Now, it is vital you protect your energy. This is a really interesting card and it comes up at the emotional body. So I have a it's a simple technique to protect your energy. Oh, okay, I'm going to share with you a few. you can go like this, just like that. It's as if you're holding a ball, and that, it closes off your energy circuits. Do it right now. Go like that and push into your fingertips, and that's, you will actually feel your energy increase. So that's pretty amazing. And you know what? We forget to do this. This, you will notice people who are being interviewed do this. People who are giving a talk on stage, sometimes they will do this. They are protecting their energy. That's awesome, Tish. So, okay, there's another one. Tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, just behind the 2 front teeth. And there's a little sweet spot in there. When you put the tip of your tongue into that spot, it protects your energy. This is a really good resource because nobody knows you're doing it. Nobody. When you're speaking, obviously your tongue's bouncing around in your mouth. When someone else is speaking, just put the tip of your tongue there and you will center and you will feel good. So that's 2 that you can do and nobody knows what you're doing. And the third one that I want to share with you, it's in my book. It's imagine that you're inside of a cylinder and it's a mirror on the outside. And there's a prayer to this mirrored cylinder. Only that which is for my highest good may pass through this mirror. Everything else is reflected back to where it came from in a kind or benign manner. And I know I have received messages from people saying, I don't want to send it back in a kind manner. I want to send it back the way it was sent to me. You know, you can choose what you do there, but I like to choose in a kind manner because it neutralizes that energy. So there are 3 awesome ways that you can protect your energy. And when you protect your energy, your emotions stay more stable. So then we come down to the mental body. Be conscious as the body. That's the bodily card. So what that's saying to me is to get down into your heart as well. So not up in here, not thinking out there. Come back down and be present in your body. That's awesome, Zoe. Be present in your body. And that's how you bring all your essence into your body. You need all of your essence, you need all of your soul in your body because that's like the spark or the juice that your cells need to be healthy. So that's a really good card to have there. All that is solid, visible and touchable equals material world, and we have that in the auric body. So what's that meaning? So what your auric body does is it actually connects with the world, the solid world out there. And I'm feeling with the rest of the cards here that what that's saying is material world. Okay, I'm hearing the words, we live in a material world and we are part of that world, and to be conscious of how we resonate with that world. And I don't know why I'm saying that, but it's almost like we have our walls, like we have our walls, we have our paintings, we have our paraphernalia. They're all part of us, and our aura, which beams out, actually connects and touches with all of that. So those things that are in our environment, they actually impact on how we feel. So that's what I'm feeling there. So then we have our energy body, senses. Heighten your senses to be one with all that is. So as we gain our energy or protect our energy, it's coming in like this. If you've just popped in, this is one way of protecting our energy. That gives us more energy to heighten our senses. So heightening our senses, being more aware, is one of the things that we're looking for. Hey, Regina. And so it's important to manage our energy. And you can do those little things that I shared just before. Now, spiritually, deeply emotionally affected by your situation. So emotions are playing a big role this week. And so some of you may be feeling a bit out of control. You may be feeling that, you know, what's happening, that really big overwhelm is happening spiritually. So there may be an increase in resonance from the earth. I heard there was a big increase in Schumann's resonance over Easter. And so people who are spiritually sensitive or energy sensitive, they're feeling everything. So again, deeply emotionally affected by your situation. Hi Julie, definitely out of control for me. Just see sparkles in the ocean of ordinariness. Just drop back down into your body. Protect your energy. Be conscious bodily. All that is material. So can you see how this reading is all about showing you how to, I've got goosebumps, showing you how to manage being deeply affected. So then what we have in the center, a sacred space is one set aside from daily life. Isn't that an awesome conclusion to come to? That how to get through this week is to be sure to take sacred space, to take that time. It can be 5 minutes, it can be 10 minutes, it can be 5 minutes a day. Just make that sacred time available to you. This is an awesome reading. I really love it. So just to recap, a jewel, that's you, sparkles in the ocean of ordinariness. Come down and protect your energy. Be conscious bodily and be aware of all that is material and how it impacts on you. Heighten your senses. Increase your energy. Yes, you're deeply affected this week. And the solution is find sacred space in all of that. Now, I'm going to hold up. I hope that was helpful. So we have vivaciousness, vital, both from the energy body, bodily, material from the physical body. We have senses and we have sentiment. So 2 emotional cards, and then we have the spiritual card. The first one. Thanks, Kelly. You know this routine. Okay, so we are going to have a look at vivacious. Okay. Just get the little book here. So that's part of the energy. Oh, look, I just opened straight on energy body. Vivacious. There it is. Okay. Be infectious with your enthusiasm and zest for life. This is one thing that people will want to catch from you. Someone who loves life and is not afraid to show it is very appealing to others, and it makes you very attractive. Your brilliance, yes, you have been gifted with unique brilliance, sparkles like a jewel in your heart center. Often this brilliance is hidden and covered with stuff that is built up over time. And just because you can't see or feel your brilliance doesn't mean it's not there. Your task is to clear out the stuff, not to go searching for your brilliance. That is a really good point. Does that make sense? Clear out the stuff and your brilliance will shine naturally and authentically for all to see, including you. So the exercise, give a smile with 100% effort. Smile through your eyes, your mouth, your whole face, with feeling from your heart to random people throughout the day. The rewards from this random act of joy are immeasurable for you and others. So there we go. That's the little exercise for this week. So I would do that every day this week. Smile from your heart, from your eyes, from your face, your whole face, your mouth, randomly, and see what happens. See how that impacts on your energy. Okay, that's the reading done. Now, who would like to ask a question? And I will pull one card. Thanks, Tess. Hey. And see what's going on for you. I love doing this. I'm sorry I missed yesterday. I completely forgot. Now, that's not a very good excuse, is it? And, okay, Julie, ask me your question. I need you to put your questions in there and I will choose a card and work my way down so that you... Hi, Roberta. So that you get to have your question answered. What action should I take now, please, says Kelly. Okay, so here we go. What action should I take now, please, says Kelly. Okay, just waiting for that. Okay, so here we go. Oh, look. An object or association to God that's deemed sacred, holy. So, Kelly, what that's saying to me, lovely, is to, if you haven't already set up your sacred space, that you need to do that and you need to devote time to that, even if it's 5 minutes every day, and reconnect with that holy space that's in your heart. It's important that you do that because then everything else will flow from there. I hope that makes sense, Kelly. Okay, so that's for you, Kelly. So now let me just make sure that I didn't miss anyone. Okay, so Julie, trying to get steady in my life. Oh, great. Thanks, Kelly. Trying to get steady. So I'm wondering, Julie, if that's you want me to pull a card to help you get steady in your life. So here we go. And I will pull a card for you. I'm going to take that one. Okay, so here we go, Julie. You have rational. Make your decisions through the faculty of reasoning. So it seems that you have a lot of decisions coming up and that it's asking you to make them through the faculty of reasoning. So everything needs to stack up. So even though you may be using your intuition, you need to look for some evidence as well that your intuition is spot on. And so the yellow cards are from the mental body. So it's, I think that, see how you look at that card. There's the two. So there's the color down here and the darkness up there. Drop down. Even though you're using the faculty of reasoning, you also need to use your heart to make your decisions. Hey, Morkand. So I hope that's helpful for you, Julie. And does anybody else want a question answered? Oh, something's dropped out. So next person, or I'm just going to do it. Celestial beings are watching over you. Guide and watch over you. So this must be for everyone. So celestial beings guide and watch over you. This feels like it might be a challenging week. So just know that you're being looked after and that you're not alone. So does anybody else, look, I'm just going to pull that card out there. Make a decision with common sense and sound judgment. That's wise. So I hope that with the full moon in Thursday, okay, so the full moon in Thursday is impacting on the emotions. Okay, so that's awesome, Kelly. Kelly says, celestial being flooded me with lots of heat. So that was for you, gorgeous one. It's really make a decision with common sense and sound judgment. Whoever needs to be making decisions this week, that's the message for you. So let's see. Does anybody else have a question so that I can give you a message? Come to a halt. What's next, please, Julie? Okay, this one's for Roberta. Oh, here we go. Okay. This is the psychological card and it says you're being influenced by your emotions. So whatever is going on, it's the emotions, your emotions that are driving that, Roberta. So what I'm going to suggest is that you take the time, like we had with the card reading at the beginning, that you protect your energy, that you come fully present back into you, and you find your sacred space and devote time to you. And I'm getting for you that you need at least 15 minutes per day to actually be able to center yourself, come back into your sacredness, and protect your energy. So use the cylinder. If you came in later than when I started, I shared with you some ways to protect your energy. I feel that by protecting your energy, you will actually calm your emotions down. Now, your emotions you're being influenced by your emotions. I have a really amazing technique that I'm going to share here that I actually sell separately, but I'm going to share it with you. When your emotions are affecting you, you can get anxious and overwhelmed. So I'm going to suggest that you do this technique. So this is where the thymus gland sits, right here. Now, the thymus gland releases a hormone, and it looks like this. It looks like a Pac-Man. Stress in the blood, which is worry, anxiety, concern, is just like a random blob shape, like that. This hormone, and I can't tell you the name of it, it actually consumes stress. It neutralizes stress. So that hormone comes from the thymus gland, which sits about here, between the lungs and above the heart, somewhere like that. So I decided I would try and figure out how can I release that hormone deliberately. And I have this technique where I say, I don't have to do that anymore. And that's giving instructions to the body. I use it on the shoulders. I use it on the heart, on this place here. Anywhere in the body, you can use that. I don't have to do this anymore, when you understand what the body language is. And I'll talk about that in my book. Now, it's worry and concern that we add to a situation that, good morning, Haley, that actually creates the stress and anxiety. So place your hand over your thymus gland like this. I'll get all of you that are watching to do this. Place your hand there. Ask yourself out of 10, what's my level of anxiety or stress out of 10 right now? Get that number in your mind. And then what I want you to do, thanks Zoe, is I want you to, it's just about worry and concern. And I want you to say out loud, I don't have to do that anymore. And say it again, I don't have to do that anymore. Really convince me, and you're going to convince your body. So take a deep breath. I don't have to do that anymore. And you'll notice that your voice changes. Have you got warmth flooding in your chest? If yes, then it's going to take 2 minutes to go around your body. If not, keep saying this until you nail it. And I haven't got that warmth yet, so I'm going to go, I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to do that anymore. Okay, so now I have that. So see, I had to say that 6 times this time. So it takes 2 minutes for your blood to go from the heart all the way around the body. And the liver cleans your blood every 2 minutes. I'm not an anatomy and physiology person, so I then presume it goes back to the lungs, gets more oxygen, goes back to the heart, and then goes around the body again. But that warmth will eventually dissipate, and what it does is it actually neutralizes the stress, the worry, concern, anxiety. You're welcome, Tess. And Kelly says she got goosebumps. This is a really amazing technique, and it's one that I ask you to remember because it is going to bring your stress and anxiety down. I have one lady I taught this to on my radio show. She said, Julie, I was having 100 out of 100 full-on panic attack. I heard your radio show, just like what I'm doing with you now, and I did that and it dropped me to 0 out of 100 in 5 minutes. So you should be coming to the end now of the warmth or the tingles flooding through your body. So I want you to put in the little message thing here, what you started at and where you ended up in those 2 minutes. Because that's your evidence that you can actually manage your anxiety. You can manage how your emotions influence you. Oh my goodness, Kelly, that is so exciting. 7 to 0. Tess is 4 to 0. Anybody else do that while I was sharing? I will hang on to this. Could definitely have used it on the weekend. Yes, Hayley. This is really a very good technique. And I was thinking of you actually when I shared that. So, did I answer your question, Roberta? I think that one's going to be really helpful for you. Does anybody else have a question that they would like me to help you with? That was really, really awesome to be able to share that with you. So, here we go. Oh, hit the nail on the head. Thanks, Roberta. Am I on the right path? So let's see. Okay, this is for Tess. Okay, Tess wants to know, is she on the right path? Okay. Okay, I'm going to choose that card. Okay. So Tess, we get sentiment, deeply emotionally affected by your situation. So this is slightly different to the psychological card. It's interesting that we're getting all these emotional cards popping up today. So this week is clearly about emotion. So deeply emotionally affected by your situation. This is not necessarily about your emotions. It's about what your situation is. So, Tess, what am I feeling? Deeply emotionally affected by your situation. I'd like to say that you're really excited about what you're doing, but there's something inside of me that's saying that there's something that doesn't stack up. There's something that is not quite in alignment with what you're doing on your path right now, and I'm not getting any messages about what it is that you need to change, but it's not 100%, and I don't know why I'm saying that, but you may know what that is, and you may be able to rectify that really easily. It's just a slight variation. I hope that makes sense. So, Zoe, a card for my daughter. Yeah, oh great, thanks Tess. If you could just give me your daughter's first name, Zoe, that would be really good. And then I can pull a card for her. So, the cards, the new versions of these cards, thank you Zoe, they are on their way. The ship has left, so they're on their way. So hopefully next week or the week after. Okay, Tallulah. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's a card. Actually, we've got two cards. Okay, first impressions. So we got two auric cards. So this is for Tallulah. First impressions are lasting, and the colours you wear reflect the inner you. So what this says to me is that how Tallulah presents to the world is really important, and that there's a very good reason for that. So, first impressions are lasting, and the colours you wear reflect the inner you. So if Tallulah wants to change how she's feeling in the world in any day, it's to reflect on the clothes that she's wearing. Colour is really impactful on her, and she can actually change her state by the clothes she wears and the colours of the clothes that she wears. So I hope that is meaningful for her. Hi David, I will come to you in one sec. I'll just do Hayley. Hayley, where to from here for me? Let's have a look, Hayley. I'll just put these two cards back randomly. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks, Zoe. I'm glad that was helpful. Okay, where to from here for Hayley? Let's see what the cards bring in this emotional week. Oh, I'm going to go with that one, Hayley. The pleasure and the pain, sensation. So, I'm not sure what that means. The pleasure and the pain. I know what you have been doing this last few months is getting ready for your art exhibition. And I think there's been quite a bit of pain in that process. But the pleasure is in the selling of your beautiful art. So this card feels to me like it's a representation of where you've come, where you're going. And I think that your art is where you keep going, lovely. Because your painting is beautiful, and people are loving it, they're buying it. So that says to me, even though that it might be painful, the journey, it is bringing the pleasure, and I would keep doing that. I hope that's helpful. Okay, so we have David. What you got for me, Julie? Okay, so let's see. Oh, Haley. Okay, so this is for David. I hope that was helpful, Haley. Okay, so David, what you got for me? Oh my goodness, David. You have the Vivacious card. It's popped out. A jewel sparkles in the ocean of ordinariness. Listen to the beginning of this video, because this was the first card that I popped out at the beginning of the video. And basically what that says to me is it's really important for you to center yourself in your ordinary life, but be connected to all that is at the same time. So what happens is people think, okay, I'm spiritual, or I'm connected to all that is out there, and they're not integrating that into their physical body. So this one, because it's jumped out, is for you to do that integration, and that there's something very special and brilliant that you do, and to do it from that place of humility, from that place of joy, just to be in the moment of that. That's what I'm getting. I hope that's helpful, but certainly listen to the beginning of the recording so that you can get the full answer for that card. I hope that's helpful. And okay, so where are we? It's been a ride. I do need to stop and count my blessings. Positive thoughts to the universe. Thank you. You are such a wonderful energy. Thank you for sharing with us. I really appreciate your wonderful wisdom. So, okay. Does anybody else want me to do a reading? I like it. Thanks, Julian. Thanks, Roberta. Oh, hi, David. I'm glad you came through, Roberta. That's really good. I'm glad that was helpful. Okay, so I'll do one more. Many hugs, lovely. Thanks, Kelly. Where are we? Yep, I'll do one more. If anyone wants a quick reading, let me know, and I will pull a card for you, and then I will close down. It's been a really awesome one today. Hey, Terry. Have you got a card that you want me to pull? Always lovely to be. Oh, thanks, Tess. Thank you. So, what do you see for me? Okay, last card is Terry. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Oh, I've got goosebumps. Terry. Heavenly, to be sublimed in happiness. Isn't that amazing? Terry, this is a beautiful card for you right now. It's actually to even, I don't know if you can take a screenshot of this. What I'll do is I'll send you that image, because it's about actually just receiving that heavenly vibration. It's about, this is a spiritual card. See how it's got purple there? Okay, that is what's going to happen for you, Terry. Something is going to shift, and you will feel that deep inner happiness. It's actually not anything to do with anyone else. It's that deep inner happiness that you experience when you're connected with Source. It might be going and touching the petals on a flower out in the garden, or walking along the beach. You know, I don't know, I'm feeling that walking along the beach and you look out to the horizon, the waves are gently rushing up the beach. They might curl around your feet, and you just go, you know what? This is the moment. That's what this is talking about. Finding those moments and being sublimed in that. I hope that was helpful, Terry. It feels really beautiful. It is an attractive card. Hey, Anne, so good to see you, love. So it does, Zoe. What an attractive card. Any news for me, Julie? Okay, I'll do one more, Edith, and then I'm off because I've got to do some work for some people. And okay, here we go. One for Edith, and then I'll be gone. And I will be back next week. I may not do it on Monday. I might have to do it on Tuesday like I did today, because I'm going to be on the Gold Coast. I just realised I should be saying this. I'll be on the Gold Coast on the weekend at the Carrara markets, and I will be speaking. I don't know the times yet. I think this one's for you, Edith. The Vivacious card. It's popped out. So watch this recording from the beginning. It's a jewel sparkles in the ocean of ordinariness. So while I've got that there, come to Carrara markets on the weekend. There is a big psychic and spiritual fair there, and I am going to be one of the speakers. I'll have my stand there, and you can come and say hello, give me a hug, and that's awesome, Terry, and I would love to see you there. So this one is for Edith. Edith, listen to the beginning of the recording and you will see why this one has popped up many times today. A jewel sparkles in the ocean of ordinariness. Basically what that means is to find your brilliance, to locate your brilliance, and it may be that you need to not be searching for your brilliance, but to remove the stuff that is hiding your brilliance, because it is there. Everyone is gifted with their own unique brilliance, and it may just be that today is the day you are being called to clear out stuff. But listen to the beginning of the recording, because it's very important for this week to manage the emotions that are coming up. And Renee, I'll just do this one and then I will have to go because it's just gone on the hour. Okay, I would love one. Okay, Renee, I'm just going to see what comes up. And as you've probably gathered, I wait for a card to just pop out. And, oh. Okay, I'm going to take the card. There we go. The auric body. The colours you wear reflect the inner you. This is the second time this has popped up today. So listen to the whole video and you'll see what I said before. But for you, Renee, this is saying to me that colours are really important for you. And if you are not happy with how you feel, then colours is the first place that you look to. Go and change your clothes. Wear something that makes you feel amazing. That's how you change your state. Okay? Your aura, you can influence your aura. You can influence how you feel, and you can influence how others feel just by the way that you vibrate the colours from your being. I hope that was helpful, Renee. Thanks, Roberta. And I'm going to call that a day. And big hugs and love, blessings, and I'll see you guys next week. And have an awesome week and harness in that energy. And remember, totally understand. That's awesome, Renee. And remember to do this, or put the tip of your tongue to the back of your teeth, just in that little soft spot, and you will be able to protect your energy. I am away. See you.